Othello Act 4, Scene 3. This poignant and emotional scene focuses on Desdemona and Emilia as they discuss marriage, fidelity, and the nature of relationships. It provides a moment of quiet reflection amidst the chaos and builds up to the impending tragedy. Shakespeare uses this scene to reveal Desdemona's innocence and Emilia's pragmatic views on love and marriage, highlighting the stark contrast between the two women's perspectives. Othello sends Desdemona to bed. The scene begins with Othello instructing Desdemona to go to bed and dismiss Emilia for the night. His tone is cold and commanding, signaling his growing detachment from his wife. Desdemona obediently agrees, sensing Othello's anger but not fully understanding its cause. She remains hopeful and determined to prove her love and loyalty to him. Once Othello leaves, Desdemona shares her thoughts with Emilia. She seems resigned to her fate, expressing a sense of foreboding. She tells Emilia that if she dies before her, she should be wrapped in her wedding sheets. This chilling remark foreshadows her tragic death and underscores her deep despair over Othello's accusations and behavior. Desdemona's Song of Sorrow. As Desdemona prepares for bed, she sings a melancholic song called Willow, which she remembers hearing from a maid who was abandoned by her lover. The song is a lament for lost love and unfaithfulness, mirroring Desdemona's own situation. Her voice is filled with sadness, and the song serves as a symbolic reflection of her emotional state. The Willow song is one of the most haunting moments in the play, capturing Desdemona's innocence and heartbreak. It shows her deep love for Othello despite his cruelty and her inability to comprehend why he has turned against her. A conversation about marriage and fidelity. After the song, Desdemona and Emilia engage in a candid conversation about men, women, and marriage. Desdemona, ever virtuous and idealistic, asks Emilia if there are women who would cheat on their husbands. Emilia, in contrast, responds with a pragmatic and worldly view. She says that many women would cheat if given the opportunity, especially if it could bring them power or advantage. Desdemona is shocked by Emilia's response, as she cannot imagine being unfaithful under any circumstances. Emilia argues that men are often disloyal and selfish, so why shouldn't women behave the same way? She speaks about the double standards in relationships, highlighting how men's infidelity is often excused while women are harshly judged. This conversation reveals the stark differences between Desdemona's innocence and Emilia's experienced, realistic perspective. Emilia's words also reflect her own life, particularly her marriage to Iago, a man who manipulates and uses her. Themes and emotional tone. 1. Innocence versus experience. Desdemona's idealistic view of love contrasts with Emilia's realistic and critical perspective. This difference highlights Desdemona's vulnerability and inability to defend herself against Othello's accusations. 2. Foreshadowing. Desdemona's references to death and the Willow song create an ominous tone, hinting at the tragedy to come. 3. Gender and power dynamics. Emilia's speech about double standards in relationships critiques societal norms and reveals the limited agency women have in their lives and marriages. Significance to the overall narrative. This scene serves as a moment of quiet reflection before the storm of the final act. It humanizes Desdemona and Emilia, giving the audience a deeper understanding of their emotions and struggles. Desdemona's innocence and unwavering love for Othello make her impending death all the more tragic, while Emilia's sharp observations about men and marriage foreshadow her later role in exposing Iago's deceit. The emotional tone of the scene is one of sorrow and foreboding, as Desdemona unknowingly prepares for her tragic fate. This quiet, intimate moment between the two women stands in stark contrast to the chaos and violence that will soon erupt, making it a powerful and memorable part of the play.